Alright guys, so first things first, let's go ahead and turn this thing on. As I mentioned before, we had 3 different speeds. Now we will test each speed. So this is speed number 1, and we are doing it with pedal assist. So even if we do it with the throttle, it's about the same, nothing really changes. So it does about 13 miles an hour on speed 1. Let's try speed 2. Speed 2 bumps it to 15 miles an hour. And then speed 3, that's when it bumps it to a little bit more. But of course we need more room to test it. So we know that speed 1 does about 12 miles, 13. 2 does about 15, 16. And speed 3 so far is doing 20, and it seems like we're steady doing 20. The speedometer on this screen is actually quite accurate, guys. We are steadily doing 20. I feel like we can definitely do a lot faster, guys. I've seen these go up to 32 miles an hour. So I have no doubts in believing that this e-bike is actually restricted. So of course we have more gears here to select from. Let's keep it right there around 5th gear. That way I can pedal and it feels like I'm doing something. Well, like I said, guys, even if we pedal, it still feels the same way. The derailleur on this bike came surprisingly calibrated. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting that maybe I had to do a little bit of work in it. It's quite good. The suspension feels great. 4-inch tires, and they can take up to 30 PSI. Normally these tires don't take more than like 10-12 maximum, but with this one, guys, we can actually go a little bit above and beyond. Let's do an abrupt stop here. Let's see how good it is. And I gotta say, guys, brakes are good. Keep in mind that these are not hydraulics, something that I am not a fan of. I prefer to have hydraulic brakes on bikes of this magnitude, especially if I unlock the speed. I definitely want to, get better brakes. All right, guys, here for the fun of it, we are going more into where the main roads are, just to get a feel for it. Typically we go to parks, but I decided to do something a little bit different today, and it feels fantastic. Beautiful evening here in Florida today. Bike riding is a must on a day like this, especially since I took some time off from work. Feels great, guys. Now the rear suspension is a little bit stiff for my likes. They're not adjustable. We can call that a cons. Not being able to adjust the suspension on a bike like this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below about suspension not being adjustable. Me personally, I would have preferred if it was adjustable. I believe the side rusher that I reviewed some time ago did have a adjustable suspension, guys. So far, guys, we have put about 3 miles and a half into the bike, and the battery hasn't changed a bit. So far, so good. good for all kinds of terrain. You can be doing off-roading, mountains, a place where there's a lot of rocks, and being puncture proof definitely adds to it, guys. We don't have any hills that I can say we can test the capability of the bike going uphill. There's only one park in which I usually go to. Time to cross. Well guys, now we're doing a little bit of off-roading here with the bike, and this is just to show you guys that this thing's quite smooth. I mean, right now I can feel that suspension doing its job, and this is soft sand as well, so it's a little harder to get. Whew. Yes guys, it is way harder than I anticipated to get on here. But hey, we're doing it. Let's go on the grass side. I'm pretty sure that if I had a standard bike with standard tires, I wouldn't be able to do this. I can feel that suspension just going up and down, guys, from both sides. The back and the front. But it's doing it like nothing, guys. We're doing 18 miles an hour right here. Another cool part about this bike is that nothing really rattles on here. I don't know if you guys can hear to this, but nothing is really rattling. Everything feels nice and firm. A little scary here. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to grab my compressor and blow everything off, because the chain, you know how it is, it gets a lot of sand and dirt, and that's not good for the bike, guys. So this is the end of our off-road testing. Almost 7 miles now, guys. We're still at full capacity on the battery. Also, the tires seem to be seated correctly. They're not wobbly. I've had bikes before with fat tires where they were not seated correctly, and you can feel the wobble as you rode the bike. That's not the case here with the VA-S26-RUN. Tires are very nice and solid, and like I've been saying about 3 times now, they are puncture proof. Alright guys, so we're about to come to an end here for the testing of this bike. It's been a great experience so far. As per the longevity, we know that we're going to have to keep it for a little bit longer. But so far, at this price point, guys, it is a great bike. Very impressive, especially if you like to do a little bit of everything. You like to be in the city, off-roading, mountains. This is a cool bike to consider. Alrighty guys, so here we have it for the VA-S26-RUN unboxing, setup, and review. 16.8 amp hours, 680 I think watt hours. And so yeah, this is a bike that will give you a long range. I love the rear suspension right here. This one is made by Fast Ace. Not adjustable, but it does the job. It's a little bit more on the firm side. You see I'm 225 pounds, and It does bounce, but not as much as I would have liked. It does better on off-roads, I guess, because all of the stress being caused by the bumps. The tires are pretty good. I don't have any complaints about the tires. They are quite solid and puncture proof. You guys can't complain. You can't ask for much more, guys. Last time I had a bike similar to this, it was about $2,600, and that was the Side Rusher. So the biggest thing here, in case I unlock it, are the brakes. They do work, but hydraulic brakes would have been a lot better. So maybe this is something that the RUN can consider in the future. And so yes, with this being said, guys, let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, follow for more, click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this, and I'll see you on my next one.